This morning in the devastated port city of Mariupol, a rare glimmer of hope. More than 100 women and children escaping what's been described as a place worse than hell. The bomb shelter inside an old steel plant. For weeks, the city's last Ukrainian stronghold has been relentlessly bombarded by Russian forces, with many civilians and soldiers trapped inside. I was afraid to even walk out and breathe some fresh air, this woman says. I was afraid to stick my nose out. Now free, the look on their faces says it all. Although hundreds of civilians and fighters have been left behind, including Lulia Stupina's 24-year-old husband, a Ukrainian fighter.
There's been no mention by the United Nations that this corridor will include Ukrainian fighters.
That's why we ask United Nations and Red Cross and believers of all confessions to join us to help them, because someone should help them.
Meanwhile, in the capital, a major show of support from the U.S.
Nice to meet you.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, now the most senior U.S. official to arrive in Kyiv since the war began. Dressed in Ukrainian blue, on Saturday, Pelosi thanked President Zelensky for fighting for freedom and democracy.
And so our commitment is to be there for you until the fight is done.
In Lviv, a very different kind of surprise visit. UN envoy Angelina Jolie in Ukraine on her own personal mission, meeting some of the war's youngest victims. And in war-torn Bucha, an emotional goodbye. 85-year-old artist Lyubov Panchenko survived the shelling of her house and Russian occupation in this once peaceful village. But in the end, the war was too much. After finally making it to a hospital, she died this weekend. In the 1960s, Panchenko was known as a defender of Ukrainian culture and a strong opponent of Soviet censorship. This morning, friends and family say goodbye to one of Ukraine's oldest freedom fighters.
This week, the First Lady is expected to make her second solo international trip. Dr. Jill Biden will travel to Romania and Slovakia during the 5-day visit. She's expected to meet with U.S. service members as well as Ukrainian refugees. Hoda.
Erin McLaughlin for us there in Ukraine. Erin, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.